I think you raised this. Is it value of content, entertainment, or is it likes and shares and all of that? Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get likes and shares for something that has good content, but sometimes you just create the memes or whatever, and you have the likes and shares. But the question is it good content or not? I'm not gonna answer that question. I'll leave it to you. But the thing there is, if you're in this business, you have to really listen to your audience.
Yeah. In Cambodia, they like to say make simple but premium.
Simple but premium. Yeah, that makes sense.
So កុំអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាមកកាន់ episode ទី5រយការទី1របស់ Generation Podcast ថ្ងៃនេះគឺយើងមានភ្ញៀវពិសេសទៀតហើយនិយាយពិសេសរក episode តែម្ដងតែថ្ងៃនេះគឺពិសេសពិតៗដោយសារតែ episode នេះគឺជា episode ដំបូងដែលយើងនិយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសដោយសារ episode មុនគឺយើងនិយាយជាភាសាខ្មែរដោយសារភ្ញៀវគឺជាជនជាតិខ្មែរហើយថ្ងៃនេះគឺយើងមានភ្ញៀវពិសេសហើយបងកសលអាចណែនាំឲ្យភ្ញៀវយើងតិចតួចបានទេ
អូខេសួស្តីទាំងអស់គ្នាថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំធ្វើតួជំនួសទៀតហើយលើកមុនជំនួសសុភ័ក្រហើយលើកនេះជំនួសជុងហៀងម្ដងអូខេអញ្ចឹងដូចភ័ក្របាននិយាយអញ្ចឹងថ្ងៃនេះយើងនឹងមានភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសមួយរូបដែលគាត់មិនមែនជាជនជាតិខ្មែរទេគាត់ជាជនបរទេសហើយគាត់ជាបុគ្គលដែលមានបទពិសោធន៍ច្រើនចាស់វស្សាមែនទែននៅក្នុងវិស័យ media អញ្ចឹងកុំឲ្យបាច់បោ host ទាំងច្រើនកុំឲ្យគេ deal តែយើងស្រែអញ្ចឹងជួបមួយគាត់ទាំងអស់គ្នា Hi Glenn.
Hello.
How are you so far, man? Today. Okay. So first, we want you to introduce yourself.
Okay. Cool. So my name is Glenn. I'm from the Philippines. I have been working in media and production for 20 plus years already.
That's a lot.
It's a lot since since I was young in Philippines. Actually my university major is quite different, but my real passion was in telling stories. So I guess I naturally progressed into media production that way. I got the opportunity one day when my friend told me there was an opening in one of the TV stations, and I applied and I got the job. But I started from the very lowest position.
Okay.
Because I didn't know anything, but I knew I was a bit smart, and a bit more than smart. I guess I was really passionate. I really wanted to learn. I really wanted to do it. So that's my start. And then many years later, somebody found me in Cambodia. So I started in Cambodian Broadcasting Service, CTN, MyTV, CNC, and they wanted someone to head their TV commercial production department.
Okay.
And they found me in Philippines, so they interviewed me, and then in 2016 I moved to Cambodia. So Runao Kampuchea Mbai Chnam Hai.
Wow.
Khmer is good.
Chetik.
So Glenn, you are currently a co-founder and also the chief creative officer.
Yes, in eBox.
AKA Entertainment
Box Content Company Limited.
Okay, so I heard that it's the Cambodia first content selling and buying company.
Yeah, kind of. We're not the first content production company. We're not actually producers. We're not producing. The content producing, we leave it to the production houses. There's many already in Cambodia, which is great. I think the biggest gap was, how do we make these production companies get more clients?
Okay.
Right? So we kind of went in and did the sales for them, on behalf of them. Or if not selling their content to the clients, meaning brands or the sponsors, if we're not selling them the content of the production houses, then we create those content, like the ideas, the concepts and all of that, sell that to the client. When the client says, I like it, let's produce it, here's the money, then I get the production company to work with me on that. So everybody happy.
As long as money is there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we created kind of this business because we found that there's a gap between, because if you're like a production company, a small production company, right? How many brands are there that you have to go to sell your content, right? Or your idea, right? So instead of these production companies going to so many brands, and instead of the brands meeting so many production companies or the agencies meeting so many production companies, we just go in the middle
I see.
and say, what do you want? Okay,
yeah, I see.
you have it.
I see.
You know what I mean? Kind of like
That's
that.
a broker, right?
Kind of like a broker
Yeah,
or a marketplace also.
Yeah.
The same principle as I used to be also like the head of the general manager of and head of marketing of realestate.com.kh, which had the same principle. So you have the developers on one side and the buyers on the other side. So real estate is in the middle. So we're kind of in the middle too between the sponsors and the producers
Yeah.
that way. So that's my job right now in eBox.
I see. Yeah, because like Richard, he sent me your CV on Wednesday this week,
Right.
and I browsed through it. It was like banana. Because like I'm not in a video field actually.
Right.
Yeah, I work in like a different field, but I still like it was mind blowing because like
Really?
you work in a lot of country beside Cambodia, right? Before
Yeah,
Cambodia.
yeah.
So like tell us a little bit.
So my first real job in Philippines was really TV production. So I stayed for, I don't know, maybe doing 9 years in TV production in the TV stations in the Philippines. I don't know, one of them is already off the air because of their license issues, whatever.
see,
But
I see.
the other one also, I stayed there for like 7 years. But in total, maybe I guess 10 years, I guess, of my life was spent in TV production. And then coming over to Cambodia was also kind of like TV production, but on the commercial side, meaning branded content or TVCs and all of that. So in between, by the way, the TV station I worked in stations that I worked with in Philippines and Cambodia, I also did a bit of agency work in Philippines, which is kind of like the bridge from content production to branded content production. So and I guess the whole timeline of my career was really all about making sure that, first of all, the content that you're doing is entertaining, that people are watching it. And number two, if the brands are willing to sponsor it, then you have to think of creative ways to include the brand there
I see.
without interrupting the entertainment value of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And still because like I'm like the viewer also, not the producer, but the viewer.
Yeah. No, you have to take it, like in my job, you have to take it from both sides, because even if the sponsors pay you, but the audience does not like your content because there's too much commercial or advertisement there, then you don't achieve the objective of the advertiser or the sponsor, right? So there's a middle place where it's almost like a game all the time, like push and pull, you know? I was just talking earlier to Kosal about like sometimes having to push back to sponsors or clients because it's too much already, right? You can actually push it to the audience, but the audience might just be turned off. So instead of them liking the brand, they end up hating the brand because of your content, you know? And we don't want to do that.
Okay, and still. But well, one simple question: Why Cambodia?
Oh, actually, it's not even I chose Cambodia. I think Cambodia chose me.
Yeah,
Somehow.
because it didn't like happen like you dream one night and said like I need to go to Cambodia to
No.
continue my career, right?
Not really. I kind of just went with the flow in a way.
Yeah.
That time in Philippines, I was actually looking for a job, and I sent my CV through LinkedIn to one recruiter.
Okay.
And maybe 30 minutes later, the recruiter was emailing me already, and I said, "Oh, maybe I have a good chance at this job." But this job is in Philippines, yeah. And then he called me, and then he said something, and then Cambodia. He mentioned Cambodia, and I'm like, wait, what? Where's the job again? I thought it was in Philippines. I was applying for a job in Philippines.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, well, I read your CV and, I thought maybe you would want to try this one. It fits your experience. The job description fits you. So maybe try it." And I tried it. And then 3 months later, I was flying to Cambodia for an interview. And then another 3 months later, I was moving here already.
I see.
So
But, like, you
it happened by chance.
You heard or read about Cambodia before you came here?
I knew about Angkor Wat for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I know about the war before, the civil war, but then other than that, there was really not a lot. And then actually, when I told my mother that I was coming to Cambodia to work. She was like, isn't there war in Cambodia? I said, that's so outdated already.
Yeah.
So when my mother told that, I was thinking, oh, maybe that's also a good opportunity to change the perception of people outside of Cambodia, Like right now, Cambodia, for example, imports a lot of entertainment. You have The Voice, you have, Got Talent, Idol, The Rapper even, all of those are content that's licensed from other country.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, oh, actually, we have an opportunity here to change that, Why don't Cambodia eventually become an exporter of content? So, and I thought for myself that could be where I could contribute to the country in the sense that we can actually create content here that's original, that maybe one day people outside of Cambodia will try to import into their country also.
Yeah.
Right?
But like, have you like created like a program like the rapper or no, rapper is not the original Khmer program.
Right.
Yeah, but like,
There are small, we try let me say that again. We try to do that, but of course, there's one. It's one thing to create original content that Cambodians will like, right? But it's also another thing to get that off the ground. Meaning, first of all, you need to get a sponsor.
Sure.
Because how can you produce without the money, right, to do
correct,
it?
yeah.
Or, if not sponsored, at least get a TV station to believe in you or your concept, and then, give the money to produce it and air it on the TV, right?
Yeah.
So those two things are a bit, still a bit difficult to do right now. But I think it's also on my part or on our part, we are thinking of changing the minds of people. Because right now, everyone wants to copy. I mean, not copy, but like license or get from other countries, right?
Because it's easier.
It's easier, right? And you get a lot of support also from the owner of the franchise. They will come here, they will help you with the production. Oh, here's the production Bible. This is how to do it.
Yeah. It's already famous.
It's already famous too, and it's proven. And in their country, it was famous. So maybe it will work in Cambodia too. And that's what most of or at least the big TV stations are trying to do right now. Because it's still business. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that they're not open to the idea of original content. They still try. But then when they try by themselves, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes it works and they do it and they do it and they do it over and over and over and over again. And then the audiences are just like, so tired already of this. This is everything. Every day I watch TV, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and the thing about Cambodia is half of the population is under 30. So a lot of them are just digital natives already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they're finding all this different content that they're watching, which is not on TV. And so they're like, I'd rather watch YouTube or I'd rather watch Facebook. There's so much more there.
Yeah.
Which is also good because it created a lot of content creators within Cambodia, small production companies, sometimes even individuals. There's a lot of activity going on right now, which is good. But even this bunch of content creators, they still need help. They still need support, right?
Yeah.
So they do it by themselves, but sometimes they can only do so much. Sometimes they do the content and it works, it goes viral, a lot of people like them, a lot of fans, followers. But then to sustain it is another thing. So they still need advertising money. But it's systemic. It's a big, I don't know, I won't call it a problem, but it's like it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's it's a big challenge. Yeah. And it's kind of complicated because you have money on one side and the creators on one side. But how do you bring the money from there to here, right? But how do you make sure that the content keeps going also, meaning quality-wise, and not just, because this brand gave you money. Everything you do is branded,
Yeah.
Sometimes the audience gets too tired also of like, it's that beer again, or it's that,
Yeah.
Sometimes client, they want to focus too much on their branding, and also they want to show their service or their product on the screen.
Right.
It's a little bit hard, but I think too much challenge
Right.
for the media and for producer or director.
Right.
Sometimes we need to fight to keep our concept.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, how do you say? So in my head, if the client comes to me with like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Put my brand here and there. Sometimes you just have to push back because, I mean, you're not making a TVC for them, right? A TV commercial is a TV commercial. It says, buy me, or get this product, right? If they wanted that, then don't go to content or don't go to TV or anything like that. Do a TVC, sure, right? But the way, I mean, like when you come to me, you want my audience, right?
Yeah.
So when you want my audience, you follow me because my audience likes this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the case it's not applicable in all cases, yeah. But in most cases, you can do a little pushback. But it's like I said earlier, it's like a push and pull, you know. Sometimes you have to be, as the producer of the content, you have to think, is it too much or is it still good content? Is it entertaining or is it not entertaining? And sometimes it just makes sense for the product to be there, but sometimes it doesn't. You know, like the product is food, but you're in a talk show setup like this, right?
Yeah.
Why should I put like a burger here or you know what I mean? Like unless part of our topic is eating burgers, you know, or food or something like that.
Like food ASMR, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and then you know, part of my job is to find the balance and also to find creative ways to include the product there, right? Because we can't survive without the advertising. Or we can if we had loads of money, sure. But if we can't, then we need their support. But we can't sell out either, you know? I mean, I'd rather just say, let's just do a TVC. If that's what you want, let's just do a TVC, you know?
So, you know, like most people here, they think that content creation is like a good job, like and like easy money. Yeah, but like you have been through like a lot of content creating experiences yourself. You think like it's easy or what?
Well, content creation is basically a product of the internet, right?
Yeah.
So it's because everyone is connected now. You're on social, you have your own page. You know, I can do anything on my page, right? Sometimes you're lucky. What you do, people like.
Yeah.
Boom.
Sometimes, right? But if you're starting from scratch, sometimes you have to think more carefully because and you have to study like who are the famous ones here?
Yeah.
And what did they do?
Yeah.
Correct.
It's not instant, you know. Not everyone can be a content creator.
Yeah. You know, as I have to work in digital marketing. Some management, they focus on view, on like and share.
Right.
They don't focus about the quality of the influencer, or sometimes they don't care about the activity or daily activity, right? For your experience, if we are the brand owner, should we focus on view or on the quality of content?
It depends. Like, where do you want your brand to go? Right? Because like if I'm a premium brand, I wouldn't go to the content creators that create, for example, slapstick comedy. You know, the ones where they paint their faces or they fall and people fall.
In Khmer we call bike slay content.
Yeah.
Content for bike slay. You know bike
Bike
slay?
slay? No.
Bike
What's bike
slay.
slay?
Bike slay is like that's a Khmer.
Right.
Khmer like slang. Bike slay is like when you make content for like people under 20. And like they just like watch it for fun.
Not under 20, under 18.
Under 18,
okay.
under 18.
And they just do it for fun.
Like people that over 20 here that are still bike slay.
Yeah, okay. No, but if that's where your brand is going, if they are your target audience, why not?
Mostly it's about online brand, like cosmetic, like healthy product or personal care, for
Right.
example. They just want the views.
Yeah.
They think that views can help them to sell their product.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, I say yes and no, because if that's what your brand is about, why not?
Yeah.
Do it,
yeah.
right?
Try it. Right?
By Sloy? Is that what?
Bike slay, yeah,
By
bike slay.
Sloy.
Bike
Do
slay.
it.
Yeah.
If that, I mean, also you have, I mean, like, because brands position themselves differently, meaning who am I talking to? Who do I want to attract to buy my brand, right? And then, or to love my brand. If the kind of people that watch the Baisloy content, then I will go after them. I'll make Baisloy content. But if not, there's no reason to do it. Do something else, So it really depends on your audience.
Yeah,
it
because
really depends on who you want. To
mostly people that do bike slide contents here, they sell lotions.
Okay.
Yeah, lotion seller.
Here's my question to you: do you think they're selling?
Yeah, they
are?
sell a lot. Yeah,
Damn.
they sell a lot.
Why not?
They use the pretty girl
Yeah.
from TikTok,
Right.
from Instagram,
Yeah.
and to do a content like mostly it's about dancing.
Okay, yeah.
So their body, they're sexy, and then sell the product.
Yeah, sure.
And in the future, they become a brand ambassador.
We call it a BA.
Yeah, why not? I mean, everyone happy, right? The content creator gets money because she's the BA. The brand gets to sell the
Yeah.
products, and your audience gets entertained.
Yeah.
So why not do it? It's okay.
Okay.
It really depends on your objective. Like if you're the brand. So, but to push your brand too much to an audience who doesn't like you or doesn't like or doesn't use your product, that's what's wrong. That's what you should not be doing.
Yeah. Because most of the time, that kind of content doesn't last long.
What do you mean? Like
It's most of that kind of content creators, they one hit wonder. If they got one
Just only trending.
yeah, okay.
trending video, they will try more, but it's just one.
But the other content that they do, they don't
Yeah,
really get viral anymore.
just like you said, they do not know how to build their own image. Yeah.
Right, yeah, sure.
And they don't have the consistency.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
The good. It's a good thing and a bad thing that we have the internet now, because number one, if you go viral, you could really capitalize on
You
it.
can be famous in
You can
one
be
night.
famous in one night. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you can also be not famous
Yeah.
in one night.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or overnight.
exactly.
So if you are famous and you want to keep being famous, talk to the OG. Talk to the OG.
Talk to the professional one. Yeah. Be professional.
Wait, don't get confused, yeah. My job is not to make people popular. No,
Yeah.
my job is to match what you're doing to your audience, or your audience to you,
Yeah.
Bring the value and quality.
Yeah, exactly. Because even if is it Bike Sloy or Bike Sloy?
Bike Sloy. It's
Oh,
Bike Sloy.
Okay, Bike
Yeah.
Sloy. Even if it's Bike Sloy, there's value in it. If it brings you the dollars, or it brings you the views, or it makes sales for you, then there's value in it. Even if it's Bike Sloy, even if people look down on it, right? But if people keep getting entertained by it, there's no point stopping it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. Because in Cambodia market, like Supet said, it's just one time. Okay, so people right now, people selling the product online. So
Right.
they don't care about the branding. They don't care about the brand guideline. They
Right.
just want to sell their product in the market. Yeah, and then after that they will bring something new.
Right,
Always
right.
new. So they don't care about the content. They don't care about the quality of the video production.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but you have to also look at the others who have been doing it for many years already. Like, how have they done it, for example? Or look at it from which example can I? Maybe let's just say for an artist, a celebrity like Nisok Sophia, for example.
Okay.
Nisok Sophia has been in the industry for how many years already?
20 years already, I think.
Right.
Yeah, around there.
But do you think she still has fans?
Yeah.
A lot, right?
A lot,
Yeah.
And the age range of her fans would be from a little older to even to the younger.
Correct.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think that happened because of nothing? Because Miss Suksupia is just pretty? No. I don't think so.
Yeah. Because Mr. Sophia talked to Glenn.
No, because she really knows her brand, and
Yeah.
she
Yeah, right,
also she also stuck to her brand. She stuck to her brand in the sense that she is Miss Suksupia from the olden days when she was The Voice. Was it when she did The Voice, or is it Idol? Or it was a competition, right?
Miss
No. Miss Sophia is
She never did? She never joined?
She never involved.
But I remember she joined one. No, not joined. She had that hit song when she did the English song, right? How do I live without you or something?
Like in her own production.
Cam Tracks. But I saw a performance. She was one of the first, I think that, based on what I read at least, she was one of the first to have done a hit song in foreign language.
Yeah.
But popular in Khmer, right?
Yeah.
So I think she did Shania Twain's "How Do I Live Without You" or some other song, I forget now. But anyway, the point is she was doing that, and then she did something different, and then she did something different, and then what is she doing now? Still so far. I mean, like if you track her career, she basically changed her image depending on like who the audience is. I'm not saying she changed a lot. What I'm saying is she adapted.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that she had fans that were from the old days until the new generation.
Yeah.
You know? Because she keep giving what the audience likes to see. You know? And even if some of these people might be so young to have seen her like videos before, when they see her videos now, they're like, oh, I like her.
Yeah.
I still like her.
Yeah.
She have the unique style
Right.
and unique talent. What I listen to her is about her voice.
Right.
Yeah, she has a really breathy voice.
Right.
And every time I listen to her song, it's make me feel good.
Right, exactly. But if you check her songs from before to today, most of her songs before were mostly ballads, like slow songs, right?
Yeah.
But she updated her music
Really,
too,
to,
right?
rock and roll
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to like even faster beats and like more contemporary sounds. You know, she adapted to the times.
Yeah, like right now we are popular the ADM music, right?
Right. No, I mean I wouldn't be surprised if she did an EDM song one day. You know, I mean not like her song, but maybe feature in an EDM track.
Yeah,
You know?
I think
Or she already has.
has with Pu Kliang, right?
Yeah, I think so. But anyway,
Pu Kliang is a rapper.
yeah, the point is she's making herself more relevant to younger audiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like we could learn a lot from her professional kind of experience right there.
Yeah. And still hold the like good image
Right.
for herself. Yeah.
I think the key there is still really know your audience.
Yeah.
If you know who you want to talk to or who you want to reach out to, because her audiences before were probably getting also older, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So, but she said maybe one day I want to reach out to maybe younger audiences.
Yeah.
What kind of music can I put out that will attract them? You know.
Yeah.
So in a way, you can think of her as being a content creator herself, because she creates these music and music videos, which makes her more relevant to current audiences.
Yeah.
Also.
Like right now, before, like 5 year or 10 year before, nearly Khmer New Year, they produced the traditional song like Rombong, Kantram, or
No, it's
something
time.
else.
It's time right now.
Yeah.
Right now it's time.
But
yeah.
right now, most of the singers in Cambodia or the big production in Cambodia, they really produce it very less. They focus on the trending, like I said, EDM music, kind of like that. Because they think that the next generation or the young, they want to do something happy. They don't care about culture or something like that. So just want to happy.
And like,
So okay, like you said before, your task is all about balancing, right? So how do you approach balancing creative vision with practical considerations such as budget and scheduling?
Okay. Budget is a bit tricky because you can have very high budget or you can have very low budget.
Yeah.
But I always look to like the current content creators now, for example.
Yeah.
These are individuals, not even production team.
Ah,
Some of
okay.
them have production team, but most of them started with just themselves. Yeah. So which means you can actually create content, good content, even if you're just one person.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that for you to get into this business or this industry, you have to have this experience or that experience or work in a production company or work in TV and all. Yes, you can. But because now all of us have our own laptops, phones, and cameras and all of that, everyone can actually do it. But again, there's a flip side to that also, which means there's a lot of people also making like backstory.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Or not so good content, or some people would call it like trash content.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
No,
Not worth
that's the meaning of basically.
trash content.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
So, but I'm not saying trash content is super bad, but obviously, again, like I said, it depends on what your objectives are, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so my point is like everyone can actually be a content creator, and as a producer who started in TV production, also have to adapt.
Yeah.
Meaning, why do I need 20 people to help me out to actually make this production work? When I can do it by myself. I'm not saying I'm going to do it by myself. What I'm saying is I can learn from that, you know?
Yeah.
So that even with the small budget, you can make it work.
Yeah.
It's really all about the creative and how you execute so that the content is entertaining.
Yeah.
I did a bit of like research on because I teach in Philippines also online. The course is called Ideation, which means bring what you have here into paper, like something that another person can read and understand what you mean in your head, right?
Yeah.
So I teach that process to them, to students in Philippines via online. But so there's my point is you can get a lot of ideas from everywhere basically, and you can generate these ideas in a systematic way, right? Meaning you have to have a plan or a master plan that you will follow.
Okay.
When you have a master plan to follow and you don't have a big budget, then you adjust your master plan again. You keep adjusting and adjusting and adjusting until it fits. Yeah. Of course, there's a point when you really can't do it anymore, or maybe the original plan for the video you're creating might have to change. But if your idea is good, it will still work. Because I did a study on I did not make the study, sorry. I did a bit of research on my own about why videos go viral. And I came upon this writer who was talking about what qualities were there in these viral videos, right? Most of them were not really produced. I mean, they were not like we had lights and cameras and we had a script and all of that. No.
Never do pre-production.
No, they just captured something, right?
Yeah.
And that something, when they posted online, it became viral.
Yeah.
Like there's this guy who was, he saw a rainbow.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you know that video. He was filming the rainbow and he was like, "Oh my God, a rainbow! Oh, I can't believe it!" When he posted it, it went viral. I mean, that guy was just filming a rainbow and just being overwhelmed with emotion and all of that, right?
Like express his or her feeling like see the rainbow for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't his first time probably, but because it's the most beautiful rainbow he ever saw, right?
Yeah.
And you know why people actually shared it? It's because it was very real.
Yeah.
People were looking for, at least during that time, people were looking for realness. Realness, authenticity.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't staged, it wasn't, scripted or anything like that. And also the fact that it was public, meaning he posted it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be viral if he didn't post it.
Correct. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And because the internet, was very new at that time, and those social platforms were very new at that time.
Yeah.
And there was another kid, actually two kids. They were one of them's a toddler, the other one's a baby. Brothers.
Yeah.
Charlie Bit Me.
Oh yeah. That one. I know that one. Yeah.
Charlie Bit Me became very famous. Of course, the kids eventually they grew up. They became famous also for a time.
Yeah.
But the point is that it was very real. It wasn't planned. It wasn't staged. And people were just looking for something real.
Yeah.
It wasn't television like we know where, everyone was just happy and, everything was beautiful, colorful and everything. It was just real.
Yeah.
So my point is like sometimes you don't even have to spend money
Yeah.
to be able to actually get people to share your video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so long as they see some value in it, and then also maybe some value. Like if they see it, why would you share it? Why would you share it? Like when you see a video, for example, on
Because
Facebook.
like I find it funny and
Yes.
relevant to myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your friends.
Correct. Yeah.
Relevant to your friends also.
Like right now, I have Telegram and Messenger groups
Right.
that we dedicate to sending meme only.
Right. Yeah. Because all of you enjoy it. But
Yeah.
but what's the point of actually sharing it? You share it because you want to be. Sometimes you want to be the first to share it to your friends. You know, when you see each other, right? Or when you talk to your friends, like, hey, did you see? Hey, did you see that video?
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
like, right?
Yeah.
What does that give you? If you're the first to share to your friend, then your friend, oh, really? Yeah.
Like in Cambodia, have many trending.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot, right?
Yeah. Sometimes like the people say that, oh, I just sleep for a minute and then something new happened.
Yeah. You feel like
sometimes
miss out.
like we don't know. I don't know the trending.
Yeah.
What happened? So we need to chit chat and ask the friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you are old school, man. You don't know. You are unsocialized.
Right? That's what is called social currency, which means you get okay from your friends if you share them good things.
Yeah.
And you feel good when you're the first one to share it. Right?
Yeah. Like Facebook is down.
Yeah, it was.
So people is rarely concerned. Oh, my Facebook is hacked. Oh, cannot. Oh my God,
life
I cannot
almost
log in.
stopped.
Yeah.
I was sleeping.
So some people they already slept. So in the
'Cause-
morning when people talk about the Facebook is down, they say, "Oh, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so unlucky."
Right, yeah. See, and you talk about trends earlier. You said like, some people just follow trends and all of that. Trends are good.
Yeah.
If you really want to make it in this business or in this industry, you have to be the first to know
Yeah.
about the trends.
Yeah.
Because life is really life. I mean, our whole lives depend on like you said on Facebook. When Facebook is down,
Yeah.
people cry.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Facebook is down.
Yeah. Oh, my Facebook is hacked.
Yeah. So as content creators or producers, you have to be the first to know.
Yeah.
Right? You have to keep ahead of the trend. And actually, if you can find out what the next trend will be, do it. Because that's what it's all about. Now everything is social. It depends. It's not about. It used to be ratings for TV.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone. I mean, especially in Philippines, maybe until now, it's still like a ratings game for TV stations. People are saying, yeah, this program beat the other program at this time. So many more people watch this than the other one. Right?
Yeah.
But actually, the action is now not on TV. The action is on digital now.
Yeah.
So people are counting likes, views, and all of that. So it's important as a gauge, I guess, of how effective your content is. But again, I think you raised this. Is it value of content, entertainment, or is it likes and shares and all of that? Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get likes and shares for something that has good content. But sometimes you just create the memes or whatever, and you have the likes and shares. But the question is it good content or not? I'm not going to answer that question. I'll leave it to you. But the thing there is, if you're in this business, you have to really, really listen to your audience.
Yeah.
If you don't know your audience, if you don't know who you're talking to, your content will be,
Blah blah blah.
yeah. Because you're not talking to anyone. You're not
Yeah.
attracting anyone, right?
You just talk to yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you just watch your own video as
Yeah.
many times as you can to get the views.
Yeah.
Because if you make your video for yourself, then you're the only audience.
Like, I want to show my brand. I want to talk about my service. I want to talk about my brand. Every time is branding.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're Taylor Swift, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's Taylor Swift. How many Taylor Swifts are there in the world? Of 7-8 billion people,
You gone to a concert before?
No, but like the thing is, I mean, I'm not really a super fan. I like her, but like not everything about her. But it's just, she's unavoidable. Every time I go to Facebook, every time I'm on Twitter, every time, everywhere,
Yeah.
she's just everywhere.
Yeah.
She has a magic.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. For me, I'm okay with sometimes.
It's better
saying-
like we don't say anything because like there's a lot of her fans out there.
I know. I mean, I'm not exactly a Swiftie. I'm more an army.
Oh,
BTS.
yeah.
But-
So hope one day she will come to Cambodia, right?
yeah.
Hope one day in Angkor Sangkran.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe one. Oh, she mentioned Cambodia, the Angkor Wat, because her grandmother, I think she honored her grandmother
used to come here.
in one of her new songs in the new album, and in the music video, she posted photos of her grandmother in Angkor Wat.
Yeah.
So
Long
that's a-
time ago.
Yeah.
See, how would I know that if I wasn't on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
No, what I mean is like if you're in this business, if you're in the first thing you should be is you have to know the trends,
Yeah.
because otherwise you will lose relevance.
Yeah.
But
It's the opportunity.
like let's talk about Taylor Swift a bit. Like, okay.
Talk more.
I'm not like 100% fan, so don't quote me like if I say anything wrong. So like people right now they act like Taylor Swift is like a one-hit wonder. Like just like she got famous out of nowhere because all of concert like all sold out. Yeah, immediately. But Taylor Swift has been in the industry for I think close to 20 years already, and she keeps releasing like good songs. Yeah, and then her latest album, I think she sold a lot. And then that's why her concert are all sold out right now. Yeah, so like it's
We can learn from her.
yeah. It's a bit like hard work, consistency. It's like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say, I mean, because we talk about quality, right? a lot.
Yeah.
Even the word quality itself is relative.
Yeah.
What's quality to you might not be the same quality
Correct.
to him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He likes Bexloy.
Yeah.
You like
Quality, the
quality
real one.
film. No, the quality, the real one. It's both quality,
Yeah.
just depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be producing the trash content also,
Yeah.
if that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my audience is the trash content viewer,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not good, not bad.
Yeah, because like we like have seen some creators here. They went from creating a trash content, like backstory content, to quality contents. But I'm not gonna mention who. Yeah. But we have seen before.
Yeah.
And that's good for them. That's good for them.
Yeah. Maybe it was a different time. That time this person was probably trying to catch an audience. Attention first.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, in video they say like the first 5 seconds of your video should catch the attention,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because like right now we're in the age of like people just scrolling up.
Yeah.
If they see your video and the first 3 seconds is like, oh, interesting, they stay.
Yeah.
But if they don't like it, you know?
Yeah.
Just only reach but not engagement.
Yeah, reach but not engagement.
Yeah.
Do they click on your video to watch it? Do they stay? Or we don't know. Or we will know, but like that's your gauge. I mean,
I used to met Glenn for 2 times already. Right?
Yeah. In 8 years.
Yeah.
yeah,
This like our first time like meeting, right? With like between you and me.
yeah,
Yeah.
And Glenn says that like Phnom Penh is small.
yeah. I know.
The,
I mean,
the
like
world is small.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Seriously, like I go to places and I meet new people, and sometimes they ask me, "Oh, where did you used to work?" And I would say, and they were like, "Oh, you know someone there and named like this? Oh yeah, I used to work with
yeah.
him. Oh, we know." And then it turns out like we're moving in the same circles, but just we never met. But you know, it's that kind of experience for me all the time in Cambodia.
Yeah.
I came here because of an invitation from Vichet, but
Yeah.
I meet Kusal,
Yeah.
not expecting to see him today. And then he mentions that Chung
You
Hiang.
remember, right? When I used to see you at CTN, your expression is, "Oh shit, Kosar."
Yeah.
Sorry. Just the natural reaction.
Yeah, you don't expect, right?
Yeah.
Because for the first time I meet Glenn at realestate.com.kh, right? He was interviewing me as for
Copywriter, yeah.
But at that time I didn't go.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how small this
How small
city
this
is.
world.
Yeah.
Okay, we have talked a lot about trends, right? So my question is, how do you stay current with industry trends and emerging technologies like social media platforms?
Right.
And how do you integrate them into your projects?
Okay, good question. First of all, I'm from a different time. I'm from a different generation.
Yeah.
I would even say proudly that I came from an age when tape was the thing, meaning audio tapes or videotapes or VHS, all those things. You guys probably don't know what those are.
We heard.
We heard, yeah.
And-
Because my parents' wedding video is on VHS.
Exactly, right? And then from VHS, we moved to optical media, which is CDs,
CD, yeah.
DVDs,
Yeah,
laser
DVD,
discs,
right?
and all of that. So I saw that too.
Yeah.
And then now we don't need optical discs anymore. We
Yeah.
just have cloud storage for everything, and we have social media and all of that. So I've seen a lot of changes, which also puts me in a very good position because I see the trends.
Yeah.
I see the trends all the time. And then I probably wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys if I didn't try to learn
Correct,
one
yeah.
thing or two things,
Yeah.
along the way. So when Facebook started the Meta Business Suite and the boosting and the ads on Facebook, I had no clue how to do it, but I knew I had to learn it.
Yeah.
So I learned it myself. I went into that and then said, okay, find out. Oh, watch video on YouTube. How does this work? Do Google search, whatever, I tried to learn by myself. And I can tell you it's very complicated, even for a person like me. I can actually spend most of my day just trying to learn how to do it. But I just keep up with the basics for now, what works, yeah? And then how do I incorporate it? So, for example, I have a kind of like a pet or personal project right now, which is for Women's Day. We feature women athletes and try to encourage people, young girls and women actually, to be able to get into sports or fitness, so that eventually it helps everyone. We have more athletes or we have more healthy people,
Correct, yeah.
in Cambodia.
Yeah.
And also gender equality, because
Yeah.
if you just scrolling like Kun Kamai, for example, pages, all the fighters are male. Like on TV, all the fighters are male.
Yeah.
When do you see female Bukataw fighters or Kun Kamai fighters? Very rarely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's entertaining to watch women fighters too. Why not? And why not give them the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing that kind of project right now, yeah. And the thing is, I'm not really funded, meaning I didn't get sponsors. I did get partners. A lot of people helped me out. Use the gym, shoot there. I have a whole production crew in Unix Production that's doing the production for me for this project. Without me paying, because there's no funds, there's no sponsors. I got a lot of volunteers to help out. So it's really more like a passion project for all of us.
Okay.
Yeah. But I said, we're going to release this on social, right? We're going to give it to our partners. Okay, please post on your Facebook. We want as many people to watch it. Yeah? But then I realized I have to have my own page for this project too. And then
I can be
post the
I can be a social media specialist for you.
Why not? Yeah, but now, I just met you again now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even know that you can do it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anyone. And I have to do this myself. Obviously, it's not just now that I'm learning how to boost Facebook.
Yeah.
But my point is, sometimes you have to do it yourself
Yeah.
in this business particularly. And if you don't know how to do it, then learn it.
Yes. Learn something new.
Exactly. And here's the other thing I'm learning right now. I'm learning Khmer
Yeah.
through subtitling. Because I don't have anyone to do the subtitles.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I ask my volunteer trainees, hey, can you help me with the translation? I show them the video. They transcribe first the Khmer.
Yeah.
And then they try to translate in English. Yeah. and then I put that into the video.
Yeah.
So I have to learn. I'm learning words like samret, sokpiep, health, right? Sokpiep.
សុខភាព
Oh, សុខភាព
Yeah.
I'm learning words along the way because like I see it, I have to cut the line. I don't know where to cut.
yeah.
So wait, I Google Translate. If I do this, no, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm learning, So I mean, even at this age, I'm still learning a new language.
Like, most of your team are Khmer.
Of my team right now, all of them are Khmer. I'm the only foreigner.
Is there like any difficulty regarding the language barrier?
The good thing is most of the people around me working with me all speak English
I see.
in various levels of English. And then some of them they tell me, "Oh, my English is so bad. Can I understand you or can you understand me?" And then they say, "Yeah, then your English is good."
Yeah.
English is not my first language either.
Yeah.
Because I grew up learning speaking a different language, Filipino.
Yeah, Filipino.
Yeah, so English is also my second language. So why are you telling me you're not good in English?
Yeah.
I just have more practice than you because like maybe I have many years speaking in English more than you. But I can understand you, you can understand me. So
We can work together.
yeah. Sometimes it does. I mean, like we have technology now too.
Yeah.
Everything I see in Khmer, sometimes I just Google Translate. So on
Understand
the flip
the
side, you
meaning.
can do as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're Khmer and don't speak English, don't understand English, you see English, you just use Google Translate.
Yeah,
It's not always reliable, but at least you get the sense or the meaning of it.
Yeah.
And
Like,
Be an update person.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's for me, it wasn't really a problem. It was actually more of the challenge for me was understanding the Khmer mind or the Khmer culture.
Yeah.
Because we were in the business, like when I came to Cambodia, TV commercial production was my business.
Yeah.
So I have to learn what you like. I have to learn what you like.
Yeah.
It's more of like the cultural learning that I had to do.
I see.
Because I can have ideas, I can say, okay, the way to present energy drink is put a pretty girl and hold it like that, and that's it. That's the universal, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's very sexist, and we shouldn't be thinking that way. But in this industry, it's not just about you; it's about the people out there who are watching your video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people sadly are still very much like that. They think like they see a pretty lady, they watch it, So sometimes we use that in advertising to our advantage. But the point is like, maybe there's a better way. Maybe instead of a pretty girl holding it, maybe it's a football athlete
Yeah.
holding the energy drink and doing that, right? Rather than a sexy girl. But I don't know that because I don't know the Khmer culture.
Yeah.
So I ask my staff, hey, will this work? If we do this, do you think people will like it? Some of them say, oh no. And then I make a note of that, like, okay, so Khmer culture is
If
like
you
this.
use the sexy girl, audience will focus on the girl,
Not
your
the product. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because like this like my first time learning about that also. Because,
Which
like,
one?
No, like the media. Because like I'm not working in a media field.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing that you're thinking about your audience, right? But it's also, I mean, it's a good thing because if you know what your audience likes or if you know how your audience thinks like, you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
If you're in the advertising,
Yeah.
to promote a product. But in the same way, you can also use that to teach.
See.
In the same way, you can also use that to teach values, not just teach, knowledge, but teach values to people,
Yeah.
I know from my experience that maybe I can say I'm a good storyteller for video, right? But what I use it for is my, it's my decision. Do I use it for good or bad? No, I mean like not good or bad, but like do I use it for advertising, which I mostly do now? But maybe I can also use it for something better, something that has more social impact, which is what I'm trying to do with like our personal project, like Change the Game, for example.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about, and people were asking me actually, some people who, because I'm not an athlete. but I'm trying to feature women athletes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not even a woman.
Yeah.
I can't even say I'm for gender equality, women empowerment, because I'm a man, right? So people were asking, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Right? And my answer to that was, well, I'm a good storyteller, and that's my strength. I want to use it for something that has social impact. So that's what I mean. I still do the other side, for business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do it for advertising or branded content and all of that, which is good. It pays the bills, but I want to use it for social good. So I'm doing projects like this now.
Yeah.
So that's the impact of, I guess, the being in a position like this, because you can actually change the minds of people.
Yeah.
And some have actually used films and content to actually sway the opinion of people towards something that people would say bad. You know? I mean, I'm not saying bad or good, but people do this all the time in politics. So if you're in a position like this where you can sway people's minds, can convert how people think, you can change their decision, you can actually use it for good or maybe not for good. It's up to you, really. But it's a choice. It's a personal choice for people in this business, right?
Yeah.
But it's a normal thing because you can see it actually in politics a lot. Sometimes you don't even realize it. You know, I'm not saying just Cambodian politics, just in general in politics, especially in the U.S. right now. There's a lot of Democrat versus Republicans kind of campaigns going on. When you go on social, sometimes you see things that are pro one side and another way is on another side. That they use content to actually make people vote for them.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying it's good either. But what I'm saying is this: if you're in this business or profession, it's crucial for you to actually, decide where you want to use your skills and your profession.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
We have learned a lot from you.
Yeah. It's like what we are doing right now for this podcast. Yeah. We talked about that a lot in Khmer, but today we talk in English because we do this for the youth mostly. That's number one. Because people here, younger people, mostly they don't have access to the information that we have gone through right now. Because we are close to 30 already right now, and we have gone through some experiences that they haven't gone through.
Right.
So we do this podcast to give information to them regarding career and education.
Right.
Yeah. And number two is a bit about myself. Like I told you, because I like learning something new.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this podcast thing and a camera and talking to the microphone is not my thing before.
Right.
Yeah. So right now I'm learning from you, from everyone here. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I guess this is part of your job to do this, but while you're doing your job, you're also still learning, right?
Because just like you said, we are working full time. I have my own business, and I do this on the weekend. Yeah,
Right.
just to gather around with some old friends. Which is my old friend. Bongosa is also my old friend. To
I'm
get
not so old also.
it's to get together again. Because without this podcast, it's hard to meet everyone all
yeah.
in one place. Because I might ask Bongosa, you free? Can we meet a coffee? And then I said, okay, let's meet at a coffee. And then as we just said, oh no, I'm busy.
Yeah.
So this an excuse to meet some old friends from the old days.
Right.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Good. So so in this business, if you're really that interested, I mean, you're already in it.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot more to. I mean, I guess to learn. But the first thing I think you should start with, or for anyone who is watching that wants to get into the business of content, is you have to be on trend. I mean, you have to keep yourself abreast with news, abreast with what's going on politically, socially, entertainment wise, or anything like that. Just information and information. If you're already into it, then good. You don't need to train for that, right?
Yeah.
Nobody actually can train you for something like that. It's really something that you just like.
Yeah.
And then, but if you really want to be serious about it, try to create content by yourself.
Yeah.
First, I mean, you have most phones now have.
Yeah, it's a lot easier right now because of TikTok, right?
Yeah,
and,
TikTok allows you
Facebook.
to just film, and
Yeah.
then edit a little bit, and then you can post already. I'm not saying that's all you need. Yeah. I mean, you could do with some training or online classes or even face-to-face classes or go to film school or go to all these like DMC, Lim Kok Wing. They have media. There's small boutique like training schools also. And hopefully one day I get to open the film school that I've been planning to do.
Yeah. We talked about that before we starting shooting our podcast. Yeah, I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah, it's, I think what I can offer, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's really real life projects, real life experiences. I'm not saying the schools cannot provide this. The schools provide internships and all of that as well, and the schools very importantly provide the theoretical basis, like, I mean, you have to know about it first and foremost, right? But you also have to experience it, right? Video production or film, this is really a lot about being on the field. I didn't even go to film school, like I was telling you earlier. My university course was so different. It was a science course. But I really, really just liked it, and I had to learn everything by myself, which is what happened. And but if you have the opportunity to go to film school or media education or broadcasting or journalism, do it. If you're really interested in this. But also there are a lot of opportunities, and I think that's where I can also contribute to like people in Cambodia who have the passion for film or movie or video production. We could potentially be offering like internships and things like that. Not like formal internships where hopefully we can offer at some point some internship program where they can participate in real life projects or real world projects. So which I always have had the opportunity to do in Cambodia. And I've been very lucky also, like people have keep like, I mean, they remember me. People remember me, like it's probably also because I did a good job, but also because there's people who probably need my experience in that, but I want to share that experience with the younger generation of Cambodians. If there's an opportunity to do that, I'd love to. In this current project, we have at least 8 volunteers who, at every turn, at every point, I keep asking, "Are you still learning? Are you still learning?" And they keep saying yes with hearts on the telegram, and I said, okay, I'm happy.
That's your motivation, right?
Yeah, that's my motivation. No, because like, I mean, it's a sad thing also that I don't really have the finances or the money to actually pay them for their work, but they should get paid for their work, right? In the meantime that I don't have funding for projects like this, sure, I mean, this is the best that I can offer, and I hope you're still learning. And if they are, then that really is like job done for me, and it's fulfilling too. And like I said, I teach in Philippines in this school called Philippine Center for Creative Imaging. Look them up because they offer online classes as well. So if they have the opportunity, like enroll in the courses there too. But there's others also on there. But the thing is, like I guess it's more of like a personal goal for me to share. And there's actually a personal reason for that as well. I mean, it comes back to me as well, because I think my brain has just like a certain capacity, right? So I know a lot of things through my experience. If I share this with you, there's space there for new things.
To get something new.
To get something new, you know?
Yeah.
So if I mean, like sometimes I conduct these classes like almost on automatic, because I already know what I'm sharing and all of that. And when I'm sharing it, I already know it. I mastered it already, which means, it means that I've mastered that. So which means there's also more space there for me to learn new tasks like boosting Facebook posts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or right now, obviously TikTok also, I found out.
TikTok
just recent-
is a good one. TikTok is a good platform for build brand awareness.
just recently, I learned how to boost on TikTok.
yeah.
You learn something new.
We have two, we can say tactic. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
two
there-
tactic for boosting on TikTok. First one is for business ad.
Right? And then
Second one is
creator.
for personal one.
Yeah.
For the personal ads, we can spend less. Yeah, for the daily boosting.
Yep.
But for the business, we need to spend a lot, around $20 per day.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And TikTok right now is like comparable to Facebook, really.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, probably like number one also. Like,
I think it's number one in the world right now,
Yeah,
if I'm not
but-
mistaken.
Yeah, but if we want to sell the product, I think Facebook is still the best.
Right.
Yeah, based on my experience. But TikTok, if you want to build your brand awareness, it's the perfect platform for you.
yeah.
Yep, sure. But like I would question what you just said about like Facebook is better for selling than TikTok. Again, depends who you're selling to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
know your target audience.
Depending on
yeah.
our audience, our
Yeah, exactly.
customer.
Yeah.
If you look into it, Facebook has a bit more older users
Correct.
Yeah.
compared to TikTok.
Yeah.
One more thing is the like Cambodian people, they like something easy. You know, if you can access with Facebook page, it's more easy. You can direct chat with them, with
yeah.
the shop owner,
Oh,
with
yeah.
the seller. For TikTok, sometimes it's a little bit hard for messaging.
Right.
If you want to see the properly message, you need to follow back to the user.
Right.
If you don't follow, you cannot see the message, or the user cannot message to you.
I understand what you mean now in terms of the platform itself.
Yeah.
Because Facebook has marketplace and ability to showcase your products.
Yeah.
Can actually buy directly.
Yeah, easy for messaging.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Sorry.
Bong Gasol just gave free like idea to TikTok business.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sure TikTok is already on it. They're
yeah,
probably on it already, like developing their own
I
marketplace.
checked
option.
the update. It's in another country. They already assess the messaging boosting for TikTok.
Okay.
It's for beta.
Right. Yeah.
Not yet professional.
Not yet
one.
released to
Yeah.
right. Okay, the general public.
Okay. As you said, based on your experience, you used to work with many people, with many video production team, right? So I want to ask you that what strategy do you employ to foster collaboration and maintain effective communication
Within the team?
Yeah, with the team.
Well, first of all, you ask, like meaning open the discussion
Yeah.
by asking questions.
Yeah,
I think one of the most important questions is, what do you think?
yeah,
Or how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
Like just ask generally, because if you create an environment like that, everyone will be confident with themselves to think for themselves first.
okay.
Not just think for themselves, but also share it with other people. Yeah. And then the next most important question I think that we always ask ourselves is why. Why is because like for example, idea. You have an idea, you share it. Why will that work? Why do you think it's good? Why do you think people will like that? Why do you think your audience will watch it? So those two questions, like what do you think and why, I think encourage the discussion and communication between people. And also, in a session like where you have a brainstorming, where you have people who are just throwing ideas on the table, that's a situation, an opportunity for you to also learn, even if you're the boss or even if you're the experienced professional or producer or the executive producer or anything.
Yeah.
When you ask those questions, you learn too for yourself, and I think if you have that kind of mindset as a producer, you're always gonna get great ideas coming, and also a lot of teamwork, because when you ask those questions, it means you value their opinion.
Yeah.
And when you show them that you value their opinion, they become more confident about themselves and about their ideas, and hopefully also more confident to share those ideas to everybody else. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything they say you will follow, but just the idea of them being heard is already good,
Yeah.
right? But surprisingly, I mean not surprisingly, it will surprise you most times that the person you don't think, or you don't think might come up with great ideas, are actually the people who do.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
You just have to open the conversation, because otherwise you will not have heard this person share if you
Sure.
didn't ask.
Yeah, like I used to work in agency. My previous creative director said, if you need to find something easy, find a lazy people first. When I heard the first time, I think, oh, that's a crazy one.
Yeah.
But when I try to write a script and then I think about the concept, I think about his impression again, and I think, oh, that's true. Lazy person or lazy people will find something that easy one. They don't want to make something hard.
Right. No, that's actually a principle. They call it Occam's rule. I think it's the rule of Occam. Occam is like this ancient person. Anyway, the idea there is the simplest solution is sometimes the best solution. So maybe you see around you right now, like how complicated production can be.
Yeah.
And the whole process is not just us filming here. There's things that happened before,
Yeah.
and there's things that need to happen after this for us to actually come up with a video, right?
Yeah.
And it could get very simple, but it could also get very, very complicated. But when it gets complicated, that's when you apply that rule. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because the lazy people will think straight to, like, how do I do this best
Yeah.
and easiest?
Yeah.
Yeah? So in a way, that principle will work for production. Actually, it will help a lot in production also.
Yeah.
Like, why think of so many things? Just simplify. What's our objective?
Yeah.
What's our goal? Let's do it. You know?
In Cambodia, they like to say, make simple but premium.
Simple but premium. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, like, production, we spend very long hours.
Yeah.
If I want my sleep. I don't want to do like 12-hour filming. If I can do it at 10 hours, good.
Yeah.
That saves me 2 hours
for sleeping.
for sleeping. So I mean, and obviously a lot of that also involves work-life balance. If you are in production, you can really expect that there will be long hours, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be like that also. Sometimes you just have to do it, but sometimes if you can make it better for everyone, right? Not just for yourself, but I always use myself as the gauge. Like, if it makes my life easy, then it makes everybody else's life easy as well. So let's just do it that way.
Like one simple question, Glenn. It's like out of my curiosity. Like, what does a producer do? First of all, you used to work for Barmai Production, right? And you handle, I think, one music video for Wanda.
No, it's not the music video. It's the, when he went from Smart to Cell Card. When
Yes.
they announced that video.
Yes.
In that video, they announced the switch to Cell Card.
Yes. It was called Time to Rise.
Yes.
Yes. Time
Yeah.
to Rise.
Yeah.
Yes.
The idea wasn't mine. It was Baramai's and Cell Card's, I think, collaborative effort to do it.
Yeah.
But my job there was to kind of create the flow between the two, because obviously Cell Card has their own ideas.
Yeah.
Baramai has their own ideas. I was in the middle to make both.
To make balance.
To make balance again. My role there was really to bridge because Cell Card is also a client of mine. Like, I've been as Legend Tiger production before. they were one of my biggest clients. So I kind of know what they want, what they like, what they think. And this collaboration with Vanda for the brand ambassadorship was very new to Baramay also. So which
Yeah.
means they needed help in just saying, hey, so what is it like working with Cellcard? Number two, what concept can we come up with that we can both be happy, you know?
see.
That because that was an announcement of a partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that partnership, you have to make both parties happy.
Yeah.
So whatever concept we were gonna propose to Cellcard for that announcement video
Yeah.
was had to be something that Cellcard wants and something that Baramay is happy with too. Right? So Baramay has some ideas already developed before I joined for that production, and then we workshop the whole concept together.
Okay.
So that we can propose it to Cellcard, and Cellcard would be like, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So a question in my head. How to sell the proposal without a video pilot?
That's tough. But no, I mean, it's tough to sell something that is not existing, right?
Yeah.
So that's why that ideation course actually comes into play. A lot of these proposals sometimes that I present come from nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it hasn't been produced. So you have to get the client to see what you're seeing in your head so that when they see it on paper, they understand what you mean. And they can visualize what you want to do also.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of, skill in terms of looking for references, for example, is one of those skills. It means it's not the exact video because you haven't done it, but it looks like it,
Yeah.
or it feels like it, or it kind of is going to have the same characters or the same look and feel, you know? Because when I say, for example, yellow, what do you mean by yellow? What is in your head when you say yellow? When I say yellow, what is in your head as yellow may be different from what he means
Yeah.
by yellow.
Yeah.
Yours is banana yellow. His is
Mango.
Balloon.
mango yellow, which is different, right?
Yeah.
Mango is a little bit more orange, I guess. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
When I say a word, you might have a different idea. I might have a different. He might have different ideas. So what if I just show you what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the yellow I am talking about.
Yeah.
Then you see, okay, I don't like that yellow.
Change
Can
it.
you change
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Can you change it? You know, it's easier to talk that way. So that's the simplest kind of like example that I can think of. But there's many different ways where you can do that. Showing references is a big one. Number two is showing a sample script, for example, or a sample outline. Or if it's a TV show that you're proposing, you say, in the beginning, the MC will talk to the camera and say hello. MC welcome.
Yeah.
After that, he will welcome the guests. Oh, guests, come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, how are you? You know, even if I say those words only, you can already imagine how it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. But then if it's still not clear, and I do my research on YouTube and I see, this looks like my idea. I'll pull it up and I'll show it to you. Okay, the introduction will look something like this. Bam, 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 aerial shots, la, 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 la. And then zoom into but I don't have to explain it because it's already there in the reference.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I mean in the intro. Watch. You know? So that kind of thing. So those are kind of like the skills that we kind of have to learn sometimes as producers because it's hard to be on the same level or same mindset or the same page about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now what I want to happen. I make the video, I show it to you, and you're like, what is that? That's not what you told me. No, I said like this, like this, like this. Yeah, but that's not what I saw in my head.
Yeah.
That's also why in the process of TV commercial productions and these branded content, sometimes you have to show like, this is what the actor will wear.
Yeah.
Or it looks something like this. Or if you can talk about like, this is the actor. Better, right? Instead of saying, I will have one famous celebrity be our MC for this show or la la la, and he'll be wearing leather jacket. instead of me saying it,
Yeah.
I just show you.
Yeah.
Show the reference.
Yeah. And then you will say, I like it or I don't like it. Approved, not approved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the best way to persuade the client, right?
Yep. Because remember, the client is going to give you the money.
Yeah. And sometimes client cannot read the plan, right?
I mean, yes and no, because some clients are actually experienced enough to be
Yeah.
able to, like, you talk to them in production language, they understand completely. But sometimes clients are new, or maybe sometimes your marketing manager is like that, but the boss is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CEO is not like that at all.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to do it as basic and as clear as possible.
Yeah.
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 Make sense?
Makes sense.
A lot.
I learn it from you how to sell a project without a video pilot.
Yeah.
I think for the professional or standard company, maybe they can imagine because they have the team, the media team or marketing team to give our like the briefing one,
Right.
the creative brief. But for the small company, SME or startup company, they might not. So we need to spend our energy a lot to explain them. And sometimes I used to see some producer, they need to spend their own budget to make a video
Yep.
for like make a client easy to think, to imagine, to see what is the result.
You can. If you have the resources to do it, that's actually the best way to do it. You call it like a pilot or a trailer or a sizzle reel or anything like that.
Yeah.
Some people shoot scenes already.
Yeah.
Like some people would have like a script, for example, for a film, right?
Yeah.
But then to convince the producer or someone or an investor to invest in the movie,
Yeah.
sometimes they film an actual scene from the script.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably not going to be the best, like most important scene of all, but it gives them an idea of
Look and
what
feel,
the
right?
feel and the look of the film is going to be like. And maybe the actors too, you know, like if you already have chosen an actor, sure, put them in that pilot or in that scene or sample or sampler and then show that. It helps to convince, right? But some people don't really have the money to actually make like a sample
Yeah.
video. So you can do with references too. Sometimes I've done this before. I download as much references as I can and I edit it together. Just to give them an idea of how
Yeah.
I see it in my
I
head.
used to do that when I work in agency.
Right.
I am a script writer, copywriter, but additional task is editing video.
Yeah, sure.
Because my boss know me that I can edit video.
No, it helps. 'Cause like I told you, sometimes if it's not something that you know, you just learn it because nobody else will do it.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't want to do, but we have to do it. To make our proposal is more advantage.
More convincing, yeah. Yeah.
So like how does the script writing work? Like for example, the producer just like told Bongasol like what he wants to do and then just like write a script. You write a script for it, right?
For me, first we need to get the brief from clients. Yeah, from client, and then we will discuss with the client service also, and we have a short discussion like, okay, what is the objective of the proposal? What is the like the client wants to see in the video, and then we think about that idea. We discuss with creative team, and then creative director will give us the guideline, and the copywriter will adapt his concept to the script, like one option, two option, or maybe sometimes five. More is better,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not all the time, but yes.
Yeah, but that's your job.
Yeah.
I remember my previous creative director said, "Don't excuse, right? It's your job. Try your best."
Yeah, sure. But the creative director role and the copywriter role is kind of how do you say? It's not a very straight like line that
Yeah.
you divide it.
Yeah.
Because the creative director can also be a copywriter.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily. Because like I think the whole it starts with the creative director, I think, or the director, because he will have the idea to present the product or the concept or
Yeah.
whatever the message is. You know, it could be a film also. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be TVC. But this director or creative director is the one who has the vision for it, right? It might end up that the video that he comes up with doesn't have lines. So what will the script writer actually or copywriter write? So I can be like, this is my whole idea. It's just all people and sounds and music. And then at the end is the copy.
Yeah.
That's what he will do.
Yeah.
I see.
Sometimes it's the script. Sometimes it's just that one liner at the end.
Just only like summary or storyline.
Right.
Yeah.
There's this one. There's this one. I just saw this again, but it's an old video. Sorry. I was just reminded because I was scrolling online and then it came up and then I like this video. It was a commercial. I'm not gonna tell you the commercial what the product is for yet.
Yeah.
But the scene opens with dad in the grocery. So he has the shopping cart, and then his kid, comes to him with like one of the things that he likes.
Yeah.
And then he puts it in the shopping cart. The dad puts it back because he's like, no, you can't have this. And then the child was like, and then tantrum, and then on the floor and doing everything. And the father's. And then there was a copy at the, I forget the copy now, but it was like something like, sometimes you regret having kids. And the product was a condom.
Understand.
Okay. Yeah.
The copywriter only had to write that one line.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the creative director's idea was, it was just show the visuals.
Yeah.
And as a viewer, you're thinking, shh. and then the dad was like, and then copy
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, very effective. Very,
Yeah.
very good. I don't want to have kids.
I see most of that TVC is like inspired from Thailand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like Thailand or the production in Thailand, they used to work or produce like we can say
The emotional
funny,
stories and the funny stories.
Yeah, funny story, emotional. But or we can say fun and face, right? Sometimes they make it like, as you said, they want audience to focus on visual and thing.
Sure.
They don't need too much talking. Like in Cambodia, most of the TVC is more script.
Yeah,
Sometimes
true.
we produce only 40 seconds, but talk 30 seconds. I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, it really just depends on how, like, your audience perceives it. Again, maybe another level that we want to think of this is, because I keep talking about like, listen to your audience, know your
Yeah,
audience, right? I keep saying that.
Yeah.
But sad to say, some audiences are not as bright, not as smart, not as intelligent. Yeah?
Yeah.
But what do we do as producers? Do we just give them what they like and keep them at this level?
Yeah.
Or do we also want to give them something that will make them think more?
Educate them.
Educate, yeah? And not just educate through talking either.
Yeah.
Show it, do it.
Yeah.
Like there's better TVCs that can be made.
Yeah.
It's not just about promo, open the can and win a car, whatever. La 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 la. Wedding. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even have to say any words to
Yeah.
actually. But the thing is, the audience probably has not seen anything different over the last few years.
Yeah.
So the way they perceive or the way they receive information is the same as it has been for so many years. So as producers, that's also our role
Yeah.
to educate your viewer, to elevate the quality, to elevate their thinking also. Because maybe it's not their fault.
Yeah.
Maybe just because they haven't seen it. And then when they see what you do, they're like, that's good. I was entertained. And now they see the old style and they're like, oh, shh. Now they can say, shh, old already.
Same.
Same. Seriously, I've had comments like that from people also that, and from Cambodian people who
Yeah.
are younger generation who do not find comedy as entertaining as we used to see it,
Yeah.
we used to see it here. You know, because there's a certain level of comedy that is very well known throughout Cambodia and popular.
Yeah.
But the younger generations are like, I've seen better. Yeah, but they can't say that unless they see something better.
Yeah.
Right? And I spoke to one influencer creator also before, and he was like, my dream is to make a comedy that's smart comedy. No, not comedy. Not was it a drama or a thriller or something that's not horror.
Ah.
I mean, it's still scary, but not horror with the ghost.
Yeah,
Horror
yeah,
with
yeah.
he wants to change because Cambodians love, like Filipinos also love
Ghost story.
ghost stories. Like I grew up in
Yeah.
Philippines watching ghost stories in the cinema, on TV and everything.
My question: why ghosts always wear the white dress
Yeah.
with the bad face?
Well, you know, I mean, but if you as a filmmaker or a young filmmaker want to change that, why not change it? Because like you remember Sixth Sense? I'm not gonna spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but it's
Yeah.
a movie by M. Night Shyamalan, right? It totally changes the whole idea of what a ghost should be, right? You remember, right? But let's not spoil it for the viewers who haven't seen it. But the point is, it's not the usual ghost. I mean, yeah, there are usual ghosts that have the ugly face, blue skin,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
But that totally changed also like the idea of what a ghost should look like. So, I mean, not in Cambodian film. I'm just saying, you know, there are references also in Hollywood where they just change the perception. And you could be that filmmaker who does that here.
Yeah.
That person that I was talking to wanted to make films, although right now he's busy with other things, but his dream was to become a filmmaker who will totally change the idea of what horror is
I
in
used
Cambodia.
to say with Richard about that concept. We want to make like sometimes when they watch the film, they don't think about that. But after watching, maybe while they are sleeping, while they are in the toilet, they will think about it and then they will scary.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot stay alone. Oh my god, oh my god. Like
yeah,
that.
true.
Yeah.
Which is that ghost.
Yeah. Let's go.
There's a ghost in your head.
Yeah, like the older people said, oh, don't go to that road. You will see a big tree and the ghost is there. You will see the bamboo and the ghost is there. You didn't see the ghost, but you see the bamboo, you see the big tree, and then it will remind you, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's all about psychology.
Yeah. Okay, so you said that you study at the university with another major, right? And then you start working in media. So what inspired you to pursue in career in media industry?
To be really completely transparent about that, it wasn't a passion, to be honest. I mean, because how do you say it? It wasn't a dream. It just happened for me.
Like you only found it like
I
later.
found yes, I found myself in a place where this makes sense, you know. So I'm the kind of child who was able to do a lot of things. I mean, like, it's not to lift my own, you know, confidence up or anything like that. But I just found myself being able to sing, act, dance, you know, good at math, good at science, good at English. I was good at a lot of things.
Good at explaining and
Sure.
telling. Yeah.
No, but that didn't. That some people would think that's good, but it didn't really help me because I just didn't know where I was gonna go. So at some point in my high school, one of my teachers, advisors, actually came to me and said, just out of the blue, I was just in the quadrangle, just sitting, waiting for the time to go home. And she came to me and said, "Hey, Glenn, how are you doing?" I said, "I'm good. I'm okay." And then she said, "You know what? I'm concerned for you." And I said, "Why?" "Because maybe I think like one day you're gonna just explode." And when she said that, I was like, "You weird. What are you saying? I don't understand you, you know?" That's my first thoughts. And then 2 years, 3 years later, I was going to university. I was like, what am I doing here? What am I doing in this science course?
Oh, okay.
And I said, I was good at science. I was good at math. So I should be in a science course. But then I was also good at performance. I was also good at communication. I was good at a lot of things. And then I realized what she said. That at that moment, I was a freshman in university, my first year. I was like doing everything. I joined a play.
Yeah.
I started working at a fast food restaurant as part-time job. And I was going into my classes for science, for biology, for chemistry, and physics and math.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just, what am I doing? Where am I? That's when I realized, that's what she means. Explode mean like go everywhere.
Cannot find yourself, right?
Cannot find one path, you know? And I did that for many years in university. I think I had to shift to another course and then another course. So eventually I found myself in food technology. Which
Food technology.
I started with molecular biology and biotechnology, which was hardcore science course. And then I did non-major for one time, which means like no course, no major. And then I wanted to shift to hotel and restaurant administration, but couldn't get in because I didn't have the units for it. So I took the next best thing, food technology.
I see. Yeah.
Which is weird, right? And now I'm in this business. So, so I did not find it until I started trying work. So while I was still in university, somebody said, "Hey, there's an opening in a TV station. You want to try it?" Actually, not TV station. The first thing she said was newspaper.
Oh,
You want to try it? So I tried writing for news. It was bad. Not the best experience of my life, but you know, it got me started. And then the same person who recommended me to that job said, "There's an opening in the TV station. You want to try it?" And I got in.
Yeah.
And only when I was there, I mean, the first few years were so hard also, but somehow I was realizing it's kind of working for me in the way that I'm using everything in my experience in communication, in performance, theater, sciences, and maths, and all of that, budgets. So all of those. Okay. And then I suddenly realized. I think I was 30 years old, roughly. I think that age when I realized. And I've been doing video or TV work for like 7 years already, or 8 years, before I really realized, this is it.
Yeah.
This is for me.
Yeah.
So
that's what you want.
Yeah. So it wasn't like 4 years old. I want to be a journalist. I want to be a video producer. Not like that.
Yeah.
I was led to it. But I think the lesson that kind of we can get from that is don't stop looking for it.
Yeah.
One of my interns right now for the Change the Game project is actually doing exactly that. She's trying it out. I said, yeah, I mean, like, you're welcome. Come here, join us, do this work.
Yeah.
If you like it, then later on, maybe you can decide. But if you like something else, because she's going to be studying something like biology, I think, or something like that. Something leading up to medical doctor kind of career.
Okay.
But,
Just like what I'm doing here. I'm so like, you can call me an intern here also.
no, but yeah, that you can intern as much as you can, just until you get to where you want.
Yeah.
And also I think one thing that a lot of young kids nowadays are also finding helpful, but some people like in my generation or maybe older generations are finding difficult is the fact that they hop, change, shift careers just like that. Yeah. For me, that's okay. No, seriously, because that helped me before.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really skipping jobs and, going from one place to another all the time, but I felt like I should not limit myself to one thing,
Sure.
Correct. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to sign a contract for 10 years.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because that's like marriage. But you sign for life. you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's kind of, I mean, I was given a lot of freedom also by my family. My parents were, my mother particularly was very supportive. When I said to her, I'm going to try TV. Yeah,
Go.
do it.
You can go.
I want to try acting. Up to you.
Okay. I can do.
As long as you can survive yourself, right?
Yeah, so long as you can pay for your own food or pay for your own rent, sure, do what you want. But you can only stay at home until like this age, cannot be overextend.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. Noted, mom.
So the experience in the Philippines that you used to work in the Philippines and then came to Cambodia, like the experiences were different or what?
Not so much. First of all, when I was invited here for the interview with CBS, the first thing I realized was it's as hot as in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And it's as rainy as in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Although when it rains here, it's not like there. There it's a storm.
I see. Yeah.
Over here it's just heavy rain and then
yeah.
sometimes it floods, But in Philippines, when the flood, it's like the sea. Like, sometimes above the head of people.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I like that better here.
I
Because
see,
over
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
it just floods like up to here, but that's it. you know?
Yeah.
But same people also.
Same people.
Mokdoy kiniya.
Mokdoy kiniya, the same
Mokdoy
face.
kiniya. Yeah.
A lot of people when I go to the store will talk to me in Khmer first.
Yeah.
Not realize that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I could get the better price if I don't speak.
Oh yeah.
I just say, ni man.
Man, yeah. And then you understand the numbers?
Muy pipay.
If they say 25,000.
Piam. Well, I mean, nobody speaks pram in the street.
No,
They say piam, right?
25,000. Like
Oh, piman prampuan. Yeah. 2,500. Oh, wait. Piman?
200.
200.
5,000. No.
No, 20,500.
Piman
5,000. 25,000.
Yeah, 25,000.
So sorry.
Okay, comparing in Philippines, in Cambodia, can you share me an example like a particularly challenge project, okay, that you have worked on and I like the way that you to achieve the success of your project?
Like compared to Philippines or like?
Yeah, like compared to Philippines and Cambodia. Which project that you think is really good for you or like something that you have to remember it?
In Philippines, maybe I guess a lot of the TV work that I did there. It wasn't like one particular project, but in one of the TV stations that I worked in for like 7 years, most of my department was called News and Current Affairs, or sorry, News and Public Affairs. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means I should be doing a lot of content that has relevance, not just entertainment content,
Yeah.
but relevant meaning I do stories about poverty, about social impact, about people, about profiling important people and all of that. And why it's good to profile that. I mean, or like, what can we learn from the life of this person? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that whole experience there was very good for me. Also, another thing is they gave me a lot of freedom to create. Most of the time, I was part of the team that was coming up with new ideas for programs.
Yeah.
So there was one, so you have the main channel, and you have a baby channel from the same network, right? I was part of the team that was building the baby network or the baby TV station. So we had to come up with a lot of ideas for TV shows. And some of those TV shows ran for very long, like 10, 15 years for some of them. And I was very happy and I'm very glad that I was part of that. Yeah, so that's in Philippines. In Cambodia, I think it's the same thing that I'm kind of doing now that I like. Not the TV commercials, not that thing about like business and all of that. It's really more about like that goal that I said. It's more of like being able to export from Cambodia to another country. You know, something that works here, but can be licensed to another country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The opposite of what's happening now. The money is going outside.
Yeah.
Hopefully this time the money is coming to Cambodia.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, one of the most, maybe, I guess, important projects, maybe, that I probably could be working on. I mean, I am already working on it, but I feel like I need to do more.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a lot of things that still need to happen around in the industry. And we're trying to do that too, like trying to educate clients, trying to educate the viewers and all. It's not an overnight process. It's going to happen like for a long
it
time.
takes time.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Plus, Cambodia needs more population.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably I can
So
give
make more kid, make more baby.
Just because of the fact that in this business, in content, entertainment, advertising, it really, the whole financial ecosystem around it depends on advertising.
Yeah.
And advertising has a direct relation with population. There's a small population, small advertising money.
Yeah.
Big population, big advertising money. Yeah?
Okay.
Because there's a lot of consumers, basically. So if there's a lot of consumers that will buy, eat, subscribe, right?
Yeah,
Like we were talking about
Yeah.
Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Like the reason why there's not a lot of Cambodian content on Netflix is because there's not a lot of Cambodian subscribers of
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if there's more Cambodians in terms of population or in terms of ability to pay or subscribe, then maybe Cambodian content will get there. So a lot of our work really depends on the population.
yeah.
No, I mean like consumers. Like obviously, it's not a big industry over here yet.
Okay. So more population, it means more consumers.
Yeah.
Yes, and more consumers means more advertising.
Yeah.
And more advertising means more content producers, means more TV networks, means more.
So in short, make more babies.
Yeah.
Make more baby is the foundation.
Yeah.
I mean like 16, 17 million, that's just Manila in Philippines.
Yeah.
Manila is like 12 million already, but if you count the suburbs around Manila,
Yeah.
probably gonna get to 16, 17 million.
Yeah. And our country is like big also. We still have enough land.
Manila is only like this compared to Cambodia, which is like this,
Yeah.
but the same population.
Yeah.
So need more babies.
Yeah.
And I can see the trend like when it comes to like Cambodian younger generation. Like we talked before, like during the break, that all people here, they are not willing to pay or subscribe to premium service like Netflix or YouTube Premium.
Yes.
CapCut Pro, for example. But a younger generation, they are willing to spend a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, and the economy is improving. Like every year, it's just better and better and better. So there's hope. I mean, like there's going to be a lot of growth in the coming years also, because you guys are gonna make babies. No.
My baby coming soon.
Oh, see, There you
Bangsa
go.
already
It's
made one.
started already.
It's
Good.
on the way.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's mean I already made a human resource. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Consumer.
Yeah.
Consumer for my product and service.
No,
Okay,
it will help
so
for
we
sure.
back to producer work. In your experience, what are the most important qualities or skills that successful producers should possess?
Okay, problem solving skills is number one, because
Okay.
a lot of things can happen in production.
Yeah.
Last minute, you know. Somebody gets sick, cannot, I mean, your actor gets sick, cannot shoot, right?
Yeah.
Or at right where you're shooting it, the costume rips off because it's an action shot and this comes off. What do you do? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of problem solving skills. Resource management is also another thing, because most of the time you have limited resources. It's not like you have infinite budget. Most times the budget is set,
Yeah.
and you have to make it work with just one camera. Or your original plan was 2 or 3 even,
Yeah.
but your budget doesn't allow you. So
Only
what do you do?
single camera.
Yeah, so what do you do? What do you do? For example, for that last project, Change the Game, I had limited resources, obviously, because there's no sponsors, so there's no money. And then the athletes also had limited time. I can only come in the morning. Or, sure, I can do the whole, but I have to be out by 5, yeah? Because I have to do something else. And they're doing it as a favor for me as well. I mean, like for the project, they're doing it not because I'm paying them or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, what do we do? Schedule, change. Eventually, we decided we were going to do 3 stations. Because we have 6 athletes. We'll ask 3 of them to come in the morning, the other 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
In the morning and in the afternoon, we have the same strategy. Have 3 stations, 1 for photo shoot, 1 for interview, and 1 for action shots.
Yeah.
All filming at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're there in station A doing your photo. You're the second athlete, you're doing your action. The other one is doing interview. After 30 minutes, switch.
Sweet. Yeah.
Another 30 minutes, switch again.
Yeah.
By the time the second set of athletes are here, we're finished already.
Okay.
So it has to do a lot with planning, right?
Yes, planning, but also thinking on your feet, like while you're there, or having creative solutions, you know, and being able to manage your resources. Because if you have enough, good. If you don't, what do you do, right?
See, yeah.
So I think those 2 skills alone can help a lot already as a producer. It's because there's so many moving parts. You have your talents, makeup, hair, costumes, props, set or location. You have your cameras, and not just cameras. You have audio, you have lights, you have the operators for those. Each one will be operated differently. Food, transportation.
Yeah.
Anybody needs to be picked up. One of the athletes actually lives in Kampung Spu, so we had to pick her up.
Yeah.
Right. And what was her call time? 10 a.m. at the shoot. So meaning, okay, I have to compute how many hours, 1.5. Okay, 7 o'clock pickup time. Right. So things like that. I mean, you have to be. There's so many elements to juggle like that. Like it's like juggling many balls at the same time. So those 2 things. So first of all is, what did I say first?
Show problem.
Creative problem solving skills, and then the other one is resource management, basically.
Yeah.
Just as producer, but also it helps to be creative. I mean, not creative solutions, but just creative, like what's there, and keep on trend and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that should be the first. Sorry. So be on trend. Keep up with trends, technology-wise, content-wise, what people are watching, what people are entertained with, what memes people are doing, and all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Then second is creative solutions, and then the third one is resource management.
Okay.
Yeah.
អញ្ចឹងបងប្អូនឬក៏អ្នកជំនាន់ក្រោយដែលចង់រៀនឬក៏ចង់ចាប់យកជំនាញ producer អាចស្ដាប់បានហើយកត់ត្រាទុកក្នុងសភៅខ្លួនឯងក្នុងចង់ប្រឡូកនៅក្នុងការងារ media ឬក៏ការងារ advertising. So I think maybe you already heard in the Cambodian market, right? Like right now, most of the people, most of the company, they said AI will replace the human work. AI will come more replace more work in media, in advertising. What is your opinion?
AI is good. I think we should welcome it because it makes our lives easier. So we were just talking about like resource management, right?
Yeah.
If it makes your life easy, it should be good. But to replace human work or creativity, I don't think it will get there.
Yeah.
Or at least not yet. Maybe one
okay.
day, sure. But right now, there's still no replacing like human creative work.
Yeah.
I mean, the brain is still more powerful than AI currently.
Yeah.
We don't know in the future.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that I'm kind of like keeping on my radar right now as something that I should learn.
Yeah.
Because you can, like, I use a little bit Illustrator, Premiere, and Photoshop a lot. And right now they're pushing and pushing and pushing the AI thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on ads on YouTube, you will see. I mean, at least I get ads on YouTube for how AI is now in Illustrator or Photoshop and all of that. So I'm keeping watch.
Yeah.
I don't need it yet, but maybe I will in a few months, maybe, or
Yeah.
maybe in a few weeks. I
You
don't know.
heard of Sora?
Sora? What's Sora? Sorry.
Sora like developed by OpenAI.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
so
is
it's
so-
a
is
it's
that- is that an
a
app?
video prompt.
Oh, video prompt. Yeah. Okay.
You just like type the sentences and then
It will come up.
AI will create that video for you.
We
For-
generate
Right.
to the video.
Yeah,
I think
60 second long.
Yeah, I think one Cambodian filmmaker is actually using it to create his trailers for I think it would be an epic historical Khmer
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. But the problem is that it doesn't look AI at all. Sora is like another different level compared to the video prompt.
What do you mean? It looks real or it looks more
It
real
reals,
than
like
real?
it look real. Yeah.
So maybe for the TVC, we don't need the person to do the shooting. Eh?
Just,
Saves us a lot of money and effort and work.
right now it's not open to the public yet because there's a lot of backlash regarding that Sora
Okay.
video prompt. Yeah, because like some people here they cannot even tell whether it's AI or the real pictures. So
Right.
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
AI, I know, is being used in a lot of films already. So we probably already are seeing it and we don't know.
Yeah, we don't notify it, right?
Yeah, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't think we should go against it. I think any technology that kind of makes our lives easier is always good.
Yeah.
It's really just how you use it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Correct. Yeah.
or it's how it makes your life easy or how it makes other people's lives easy is good. But who tells the AI what to generate?
People.
Still people.
Yeah.
So I mean, like this filmmaker I know is I think he's a US based Khmer filmmaker. I think, and he's creating this historical film about the Khmer Empire.
Yeah.
And he's using AI to generate like his images right now and video. So and he's trying to. I think he's at the fundraising stage right now. So AI is helping him a lot with creating the images and some clips about it, and he's posting them on Facebook, which is great because that helps people. See what he's seeing for this film,
Yeah.
and they could get on board much easier, much more easily because that's what you're making. I understand now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I will give you my money.
Mm.
Produce the film.
Easy one.
Right? So, I mean, it's not going to replace him in the future because he still came up with that idea.
Yeah.
And he still is the one deciding if what the AI gives him is what he likes or if he likes it or he doesn't like it, you know? So, I'm okay with it. I mean, like right now, it might not be most of the things that it's being used for is probably good, but maybe some point in future, somebody will use it to frame you for a crime that you did not commit. I don't know. Maybe if that is the case, then we'll leave it to the justice system to decide how to decipher what AI is and what real footage is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, looking ahead, what do you see as the biggest opportunities and challenge facing the media production industry?
In Cambodia right
Yeah,
now.
in Cambodia.
Challenges is I'll start with the challenges. Challenges is not the whole industry or ecosystem is not in agreement with each other yet. Meaning the producers are producing great content, but the sponsors are like maybe
Want to spend less?
you want to spend less, or or the economy's not that good. We recently had a recession, and all the productions kind of stopped, because the advertisers pulled out the money, and all of those things. So it's still a kind of like a very volatile situation, not situation, like industry right now. We don't know if it's going to be good or bad from one day to the next. Yeah. The good thing is people have already started in terms of being progressive, in terms of creativity, in terms of investing in equipment. There's a lot of good equipment in Cambodia right now. In fact, I might say too much. Too much for its own consumption, There's good equipment but less people to use it. Yeah. So maybe the next thing that needs to be done is people get trained in using like the Black Magics and the more complicated cameras, or the 4K. We're still in HD right now. So, like even the broadcast system is still HD. I mean, we're lucky if like 2 or 3 stations are on HD.
Full HD.
Full HD, but the others maybe not, So there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done in places everywhere. Yeah. But the good thing, like I said, is people have already started. People are creating creative content. People are starting to, some advertisers or sponsors are actually realizing that, hey, yeah, these people are doing good.
Yeah.
Let's put our money there. Yeah. But they don't trust everyone yet, but eventually we'll get there. So it will probably take we're kind of catching up with the other countries. We're a lot behind from Philippines or Thailand, sure.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop us from improving. It doesn't stop us. Okay, we're far behind. Bye-bye. I'll just stay here. We don't do that, right? We just keep moving forward, and we do what we can. And eventually, maybe we find a shortcut, then we'll take it.
Yeah.
If there's no shortcut, we just keep at it. Again, it might take longer, but you don't stop. That's the thing.
Okay. But the current, we may say recession, like the economy right now is not good. Like that's what people said. Yeah. So you think that like the current situation, it slows you down, like what you are doing right now?
No, actually, it makes me even work or try to work harder. Because every step of the way, I'm finding people who are willing to actually push the boundaries, push the quality even further. There were also many times, like especially in the beginning, when I just had to be like, okay, can't do anything about it now, but mental note, we'll do something about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe now, okay, let it go.
Yeah.
Not my battle to fight. But doesn't mean I won't do anything about it. Tomorrow is another day. Let's see.
Yes.
Maybe next production, maybe next set of people, maybe next,
Yeah.
Because like the current situation, I agree that it's bad, but just don't give up. Like keep pushing.
Yeah, keep pushing.
I tell myself a lot that this cannot be harder than COVID. COVID like lasted around like 2 or 3 years here, and it was a lot harder than this.
Yeah.
So that the situation right now cannot be an excuse to stop. Like,
right. Yeah. True. I mean, like not just COVID, like in general in life, you just never stop learning, never stop trying to do better, never stop beating yourself also. I mean, like being a better version of yourself. Or there's a saying in like, I guess in the entertainment industry in general, you're only as good as your last project.
Yeah.
Right? Or your last film or your last video. So if I look at the last video that I do and I'm like, then it's time to give up. It means I've already been like, okay, I'm tired. Maybe I don't want to do it that way. I want to look at it and say, is this better than the last video I did 2 months ago or 3 years, whatever, And if there's still differences or improvements, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think our podcast is already long. So for the last question,
yes.
What is your advice to the people, to the younger people, to the next generation that want to work in media industry or want to become a producer?
Right.
What should they do?
First, I would say try it out.
Okay, try it out.
Because you will know it once you're there if you like it or not. This is not the kind of business where you study it, you research about it, and maybe you like it, maybe you don't, or it will be your dream or your passion or whatever. To me, it worked out very, very differently.
Yeah.
I was, thrown into a situation where there was an opportunity, and I'm the type of person who doesn't say no to opportunity.
Okay.
So I took it, and I liked it. Eventually, I ended up staying in this business for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I guess my advice to young people who are interested in taking media or being a producer or being into a filmmaker and all of that, try it out. I mean, you don't even have to join any production company at the moment. Like I said earlier, you have your phone, you have your camera, try to make your own homemade films, Like just with your cat or with your dog first.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah.
And then post it on TikTok.
Okay.
Edit it
okay.
on TikTok. If you start noticing that people are liking your videos, not just your mom or your sister or your brother, and other people are liking, then maybe there is something there for you.
Yeah.
And then you go professional, and then you
Yeah.
try it, Or if you can't have the opportunity to try it professionally first, do an internship. Try
Okay.
it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you like it, do more of it. If you don't, you can go to the next one.
Yeah. Chang
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, okay.
Because this is not the kind of job where you go in, stay a few years, and then change jobs. This is something like, it's a lifelong learning kind of profession. And
Do it with your heart, right?
and do it with your heart. And this is also another profession where after you leave, if you do leave, I don't know if you can use it in your other, can you use it when you, you say you decide, I'll do video production 4 years and then I'll go be a doctor. Are you going to be able to use the skills there as a doctor? I don't think so.
Yeah, cannot.
Yeah.
Doctors here use TikTok also.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe that. Yeah. The things that they learn in video production, they can do in there, and they promote their
Their
own
clinics.
clinics. Yeah.
hospital,
Yeah.
their service also.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually.
So doctor can become an influencer. But influencer cannot become a doctor, right?
True. That's
Note
very
that.
true. That's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Great guys. Thank you very much. That's good advice.
Okay អញ្ចឹង podcast របស់យើងគិតថាដល់វេលាសមល្មមហើយដែលនឹងត្រូវដល់ទីបញ្ចប់អរគុណមែនតើអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាបានចំណាយពេលស្ដាប់ហើយទស្សនានៅ podcast នេះដែលនិយាយអំពីការងារនិងការចែករំលែកបទពិសោធន៍របស់ Glenn ដែលគាត់ជាជនបរទេសមកពីខាងហ្វីលីពីនអរគុណដល់ W&A Investment ដែលបាន support ក្នុងការផលិតនៅ podcast នេះឡើង W&A Investment មាននាំចូលនៅសម្ភារៈកាមេរ៉ា Black Magic ភ្លើង Nanlite ហើយនិង lens Samyang អរគុណ Thank you Glenn for your time for joining our podcast. Hope to see you next time.
Yes.
Thank you.
ជម្រាបលា
ជម្រាបលា
Bye bye.
Bye bye.